Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I know why you are here and that's why I will not spend any more seconds letting you wait for the obvious thing. We are here to speak about Vlahovic Dusan, 21 years old, the striker, the number 9 at the moment of Fiorentina. For how long? We don't know. Maybe for some days, maybe for some months. One thing is sure, he will leave. Daniele Prade, sportive director of Fiorentina, just went on Sport Italia where he spoke a really honest discussion. He spoke about Mercato and especially about Vlahovic, and that's why I will try to explain you now, because I was listening it in person, so it's not written or read somewhere from a translated site. No, I heard it in person, so I can really tell you word by word what he said. And there are some breaking news about Dusan Vlahovic, because Juventus wants the player. This is something that we know. We know it not since yesterday. We already know it since a few months. That's why Juventus was looking for a lot of players on loan. Why? Because Juventus wanted to go for the player in the summer. They have one big budget for one big player, and that player is appointed. It is Dusan Vlahovic. We wanted to go for him in 2023. That's it, and we will come back on that, why Juventus wants the player. But what were the words of Daniele Prade? It's really crazy. Crazy what he said on television. He said, guys, Vlahovic, I will not turn around the question. I will answer you directly. Vlahovic, hey, we are open. We are open. Why? Why are we open to discuss? Because we are Fiorentina. We don't have a big entry. We have facturation of 75 million euro. We can't allow ourselves to lose Vlahovic, to take the risk to lose Dusan Vlahovic for free. It's not possible. This can't be taken into consideration. We have to cash in with the player. This is how Daniele Prade, sportive director of Fiorentina, started. We can't lose him for free. We know, and you know, that he has a contract until the end of the season 2022-2023. That means that he has 18 more years of contract. Fiorentina is already thinking about the future. We can't lose him for free. Is that everything he said? No, he even said more. He said that there are some offers already from a lot of clubs, but at the moment the player is not giving any answer to Fiorentina. They received big offers, around 70 million euro. That's a lot of money, all cash. So Fiorentina don't want another player. They don't want partially cash, partially a player, like we spoke about 35 million euro cash and Kulusevski, or 35 million euro and Weston McKennie. They don't care about other players because they want cash only, and they want it. And then, and that's the thing, he said, we are open, the doors are open to discuss with all the clubs, with any club in the world. We are open because we can't lose him for free. And there the journalist asked Prade, also for Juve, are the doors also open for Juventus? Where he said, yes, also for Juventus, the doors are open for every club. And we are just waiting the player, Dusan Vlahovic, and his management and his agents to tell us what they want to do. These are the words, and he repeated it 2 times. We are open to discuss. Not in July, we are already open to discuss today. Why? Because the Mercato for Fiorentina is not closed. It stops on the 31st of January, so we still have some days. If some clubs want to negotiate for Dusan Vlahovic, it is the moment now in January, because we are open to hear what clubs are ready to offer without player, so cash only, so that we can try to negotiate and leave the player now in January. We are even open to rediscuss with him to sign him with an extension. That's what he also said, but the player at the moment is not answering. So, with all the discussion of Daniele Prade, is Juventus a club that really believes in Vlahovic? Yes. Did they try it and started a strategy to have a player? Yes. Did they do it now? No, they did it already a few months ago. They have the agreement of the player about a salary around 6 or 7 million per year. That's a lot, a big increase for a player that is not even earning 1 million euro at Fiorentina. That's a big money for him. He's happy with that, even if he received offers that are much more, around 10 million euro salary in Premier League. He doesn't care. He doesn't like Manchester City. He doesn't like Arsenal or Tottenham, because also Tottenham is on the player. He wants to go for Juve. So Juventus is strong because they know that the player wants to go for Juve. Like Locatelli. Locatelli didn't want to go to Arsenal. He had one club in mind, one club also in his heart, and it was Juventus. There was another player like Federico Chiesa. He didn't want to go anywhere. He wanted to go to Juve, and we know that when we have these players that really want one club only, you can't do nothing. So why? And that's really strange. You will probably have a lot of questions. Why is the sporting director of Fiorentina going in front of the telecameras, in front of Sport Italia, that is still a big television, sport television in Italy, to actually make their position a bit weaker? Because it's strange what he's saying. He's saying the players will leave. For free? No, we don't want, so we want to sell him. That means that some clubs, they know that, and they will probably also bid with a bit less than 70 million, because the player doesn't even want to go to clubs that are offering 70 million. Why is he doing that? Guys, it's a strategy. It's a strategy, and we know it because Fiorentina, they know that the Fiorentina fans, they hate Juventus. They don't want to be hated, because if Fiorentina, that are doing objectively quite good this season, they maybe go into Europa League because they are doing quite well. If they sell in January their best player, their striker, the top striker of Serie A, they will be blamed. There will be some finger points around Commisso. They don't want that. They want to be loved by their own fans. They want to cash in as much as possible because they can't lose the player for free. So what are they doing? They are saying, guys, we tried everything that we could do to extend the player, to pay him more money. We wanted to give him a contract of 5 million euro. The player doesn't want to. We wanted to cash in even more than what players or other clubs are giving to us, but he doesn't want to go. He wants only one club, and it is Juventus. That's what they are trying to do, so that the Fiorentina fans, they are not blaming Commisso, not Pradè, not Joe Barone, but the player Vlahovic and Juventus. They already hate us, so we don't care if they hate us even more. It is what it is. We are used to that people in Italy and around the world, they hate Juventus, so we don't care. Juventus doesn't care. So let's the player and the club Juventus take the blame, as long as we have the player. Will it happen? I don't know, because we are missing one step, one piece of the puzzle, and it is Arriva Bene together with Cherubini, with the agreement of Agnelli to say, you know what, here 60 million, here 70 million, go to Fiorentina and take the player, because we want that versus Verona on the 6th of February, we want the player on the field already, ready to bang goals, because yesterday versus Milan, a 0-0 with 0 shots towards goal. 0 shots on target for Juventus. We have to solve that problem, and we have to solve it with a striker. We were complaining all season long about some players that were not real strikers because they don't have that in their DNA. We need the Serbian player of 21 years old with the number 9 on his back. We want him at Juventus. Will it be with the number 7 that is vacant? Will it be with the number 9 because maybe Morata will leave to Barcelona? We don't know at the moment. But we miss that small piece. We still have a few days to make it real. Juventus going to Fiorentina and saying, here is the money. We anticipate the budget that we had for the summer, and we go now for Vlahovic. So guys, I'm not telling you today that Juventus Vlahovic will happen in January. I'm just telling you that my interpretation of the words of Pradè in Sport Italia are really clear. The player wants to leave now. We want to cash in now. He doesn't want to go to other clubs that already proposed money, like Arsenal. Probably, and he didn't mention it, probably it's Juventus. He said the doors are open to everyone, also to Juventus. So I want your comments in the comment section, guys. I want you to tell me if you believe, yes or no, that Vlahovic will be here. Just one thing, don't be disappointed if it doesn't happen, because Mercato is crazy. You know that Mercato never sleeps. It can happen today, it can happen tomorrow, maybe it will not happen. We don't know what happens in Mercato, so let's wait. But today I can tell you that I believe a bit more than Vlahovic will come to Juve than yesterday. Grazie, and as always, forza Juve!